Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have a 40892 with 1471 rating versus Bellipi 98 with 1350 rating. So this is going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. And then we are going to see a 4 win the rock paper scissors shoot, so they get to decide if they want to go first or second this match. And looking at the deck counts, we see 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. And then they are going to get to decide if they want to go first or second, and they are going to choose first. And then looking at the opening hands, we have Revolt, Dynamiscus, Tanky, Fractal, and Desires, so this is solid. And then they have Desires, Nadir Servant, Punishment, Nib, and Desires, so it sucks to open multiple Desires. They do have a going to second card though. And then they're going to go ahead and activate Tanky, go grab Rat, and then normal summon Rat, effect, go dump Ram. And then go for Chakanine, effect, summon back out Ram, and then go for Drident pop Ram, bring out Chakanine, and then Tiger Mortar, effect, equip the Chakanine, and then Chakanine effect to bring out. And then they're thinking there on that summon they're gonna drop Nib. They don't want them going into the Blossom and then drop Nib, because then they get to draw and put back. Then they're gonna Fractal. Like, they could have held it if they wanted to. They chose not to. They're going to go Fractal effect here. It's going to go dump Nerval. Nerval effect, go grab Kit. And then go ahead and activate Desires. This is going to be banished in 10. And then looking at those banishes, see Pankratops in the main deck. That's becoming a little bit more common. Book of Moons. And then draw into Nerval Strike. I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, DB Grinder, all you talk about is these hard going first cards being bad. DB Grinder, you don't know what you're talking about. Blah, 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 blah. You can't, like, the strike, or the, not strike. Strike is decent going second. The judgment and the order that I was talking about in the video, going back and looking at it, in Pure Zoo, it kind of makes sense because, like, you know, Shadalls, that could be rough, and those are even like decent going second. But like against dragons, obviously it's just never doing anything going second, so it's like a 50-50. But I like cards more like Book of Moon, just because, like, you know, Book of Moon is like, it's decent going second, it's pretty solid going first. I think, like, I'd rather have cards that are good like going first and second like every game, rather than like, oh, I'm going to have these cards that are really good going first, so like if I win the dice roll, they're very good. If I lose the dice roll, they're not so good. I would rather have cards like that in my side deck for when I know I'm going first. But that's just how I feel about it. You know, if you feel a different way, fair enough. I'm not going to tell you how to build your deck. And then they're going to go ahead and set Revolt, Dynamiscus, Strike. Pass turn, draw Alistair, and then normal summon Alistair, effect, Chainsaw him, Strike. And then activate Nadir Servant. It's going to go send Elder. And then go ahead and grab Maximus from deck to hand. Then Elder effect. They just forgot Elder effect. Oh, that's crazy. That's honestly insane. Yeah, now they just get the Revolt, summon out 4, and then get rid of those for Omen. And then they're going to get Omen and Nerval, so go search and banish. So Maximus banished, Kuraz to hand. And then they're going to go ahead and activate Desires by banishing 10, and then let's look at those. So it's definitely, it looks like Invoked Dogmatika without Shadalls. Yeah, definitely without Shadalls. And then they're going to draw into a Knight and Ecclesia. So the draws were not bad. What did they banish again? What did they banish? We don't see any like Dogmatika stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me to see like a second Punishment, just because, you know, they're playing Desires. They're gonna summon, effect, go grab Punishment, and then they're gonna go Battle Phase, attack token, and then Nib, go ahead and crash. And then they're gonna Dynamiscus to out Nib, and then they're going to choose not to kit there. So what have they banished? Banished Nerval. They have Nerval in hand, Nerval in grave. Yeah, fair enough. And then pass, draw Desires. There's a whole lot of Desires. Get rid of Nerval for Kuraz. Could have also like done this in main phase. I see a lot of people playing during draw phase, and it's not the greatest thing to do. It's easy way for someone to like call a judge on you and be like, oh, they weren't in main phase. How was I supposed to know? So it can just end up like wasting time. Also, I just smacked that bug out of the air. I'm so good. I don't know what kind of bug that was. It was just a little flying thing. And I just went, bah! I'm crazy. But then they're going to get Nerval 1 and then Omen 2. And also, everyone calls this Omni. Everyone always calls this different things. I always just call it Omen. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else call it Omen. But they're going to go ahead and Punishment on Kuraz, Sending Elder. Will they miss it again? And then Banish Ecclesia. They're going to go add Kit off Nerval. And then they don't forget it, Elder Pop. And then Summon Kit. And then Kit effect's going to activate, Banish, bring out Omen. Go ahead, link those off for a Blossom. They're going to get Kit 2, Omen 1, and then go ahead and search. It said Y add, not Omen. And then they're going to activate Desires here. So we are really going to get to see a lot of this deck. See, they only have 2 cards left in deck. So we can actually see most of their main deck here. It's kind of crazy. You see the alphas there, Order. So, I mean, you can pretty much copy this person's entire main deck. It's kind of crazy how you can do that off of a replay sometimes. Blossom effect, summon out Fractal. And then they're going to use that effect. That's going to go ahead and banish 3, bring out Doom Eagle. They do have 2 monsters in grave. They're going to go Doom Eagle effect, put back Alistair, and then get rid of those to make access code. And then they can get access code and Blossom. So they're going to draw and put back, and then go ahead and poke. And it's actually crazy because now they should know what their next top deck is. Then they're going to go ahead and set these. And then pass turn, draw Alistair. It's not going to do anything this turn. They are currently under punishment. They're going to go ahead and Desires, banish 10, draw Meltdown and Droplet. And we get to see Schism. You know, playing that little Apicalon package with the Dogmatika stuff is really good. I still think that the deck should have Shaddolls in it. Like a lot of them. Like a decent amount of Shaddolls. I think that's very good. They're going to set Alistair, Punishment, and Droplet, End Phase, Revolt. That's going to go ahead and bring out Nerval, Kit, and a Rat. And then get rid of those to go for the Silver. And then they're going to get Nerval to go at Kuraz. Imagine if they get decked out. That'd be crazy. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen here. It's definitely not going to happen here, but imagine. And then they're going to use Silver to bring out Kit. This is only during main phase. And it is end phase, so that's on main 2. Well, to be fair, there's no main phase 2 if you don't go battle phase. And also, you should really declare, like, hey, this is main phase, because again, you can get called out on this fairly easily. A judge would 100% rule in their favor here, I believe. And then, so that goes back to hand because of that, and then draw Barrage. So the last card in deck was just Barrage. Crazy. Obviously, no targets for it. They're going to go Standby, Punishment on Fractal, and then they're going to chain Droplet. Then they still got to send. Right? Yeah, because like this was outed by Punishment. So yeah, you got to send the pop. I guess they just figured it doesn't matter here. Doubt that they're playing like 3 Elder anyways. Then end of main phase, they're going to Night bring itself out. They could just strike that. Yeah, or wait, they could have just also access code popped it. I mean, they didn't need to strike it. Oh, wait, never mind. This is negated. They just dropleted. So, yeah, strike, fair enough. I'm a little dumb. And then they're going to go Ancient Warriors, attack Alistair. Yeah, get rid of Tanky, bounce, poke. And then, brrr. Said, why was that hard? I was thinking of Wendy. So now, moving on to the next game, we are going to go ahead and see the Invoked Dogmatika choose to go first. Looking at the opening hands, we got Dinomischus, Revolt, Dinomischus, Kit, and Pankratops. So they do have Pankratops going second, pretty solid. And then they have Alistair, Phantasme, Talents, Droplet, and Nib. So they also have Alistair. They don't have the Dogmatika stuff, which sucks. They're going to go grab Invocation. Then Link off for Amirage. And then Secure Gardna. Then they're going to activate Invocation. That's going to go ahead and banish Alistair and Secure. Bring out Makaba. And then Invocation effect. That's going to grab back. And also summoning this in attack is going to be pretty big there. Because if they summoned it in defense, then Pankratops could just like, boom, poke it. And then if they drop Alistair on it, that's just like, not crazy. Oh, they draw Alpha for turn. Then special summon it. Alpha effect. That's going to go ahead and bounce Makaba and then summon Kit. They also should have shuffled hand. Like you just always want to shuffle hand whenever you draw for turn. They're going to normal summon Kit. And then battle phase, go ahead and poke for some big damage and then go for Amirage. And then they're going to get Kit 1, Phantasme 2, draw on the Schism and Desires, and then go ahead and put back Schism. And then dump Nerval, go grab Fractal. And then how'd this come out? Oh, they're trying to use Amirage. Okay, so if you go over Amirage, says you contribute this card, target one monster you control. So that just couldn't happen there. I was confused there for a second. I was like, did they just tribute that for this? But yeah, they just accidentally cheated there. Pop, and then set pass. Also, whenever I said, oh, they accidentally cheated there, people were like, nah, cheating means they did it on purpose, blah, blah, blah. Accidental cheating is way easier to say. You get what I'm saying. I get what I'm saying. Everyone gets what I'm saying. Accidents happen. Then they draw Bell. It's going to be pretty good versus Revolt later on. I don't think they would do it this turn, but, you know, eventually it's going to come up. Then summon Alistair, Alistair effect, go grab Invocation from deck to hand, and then they're going to activate Invocation, banishing Kit and Alistair to summon out Purgatrio. And then they're going to go ahead and activate Desires here, banishing. I feel like this is kind of a weird order to do things. You could have just like left Invocation and then done that. But they're going to go ahead and banish. Looking at those, we see like Lancia, Ash, Bell, Nib. And then draw into Droplet Ecclesia. Hey, Ecclesia. Invocation, put itself back to grab Alistair. And then they're going to special summon out Ecclesia. Ecclesia effect's going to activate. Go grab Punishment from deck to hand. Then they're going to go battle phase, poke with 15. And then poke with 24. And then this game 600 here, so poke with 29. And then set punishment, Droplet, and then pass. Then they draw Revolt. They're going to go Fractal effect, get rid of itself, go dump Nerval, go grab Kit. And then special summon out Alpha, battle phase, attack Phantasme. They're going to go Droplet and damage, getting rid of Ecclesia at half. And then, yeah, then they're going to go ahead and Revolt here. That's going to get matched with Bell most likely. And then set Revolt pass. Imagine if they draw Bell here. Then they're going to go battle phase, Purgatrio poke, and then Revolt's going to activate. That's going to bring out 4, 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, they're choosing to summon 4 from grave, and then also this. Another thing that I want to bring up that I did in another video that was wrong. This card must first be special summoned from the hand, so if you summon this card and use its effect to bounce at the hand, and then you Kuraz discard it to summon out Kuraz, you cannot Revolt summon out Alpha, because then it wasn't summoned properly. So definitely want to keep that in mind. Then they're going to go for Omen. Then they're going to get Nerval 2, Omen 1. They're going to let that go through. Banish Purgatrio, go grab Kuraz from deck to hand. And then main phase 2, summon out the Alistair. Alistair effect, go grab Invocation from deck to hand. So it might have just been smarter to like just Alistair in main phase, right? Because then like even like a Revolt, you'd still just have like a big monster. You know, they don't know the sets. Yeah, I feel like it might have been better to do it that way. But they're going to summon out Makaba here. And then Invocation effect, grabbing Alistair. Pass, draw Strike. Then they're just going to go right to battle phase, poke Phantasm. And then pass turn, draw Called By. Then normal summon out Alistair. Alistair effect, go grab Invocation from deck to hand. This is a pretty good game. They're going to go Makaba attack. And then activate Dino-Miscus on Makaba. Get rid of Kit. And then Kit effect. They're thinking they're going to go ahead and chain Called By to negate that. And then main phase 2. Invocation, get rid of the Nib and Alistair to bring out Makaba. Then Invocation effect, grab back Alistair from the banished. And then pass turn. Draw Rat. And then pass. Then they draw Punishment. Oh, that's really good because now they can negate Dino-Miscus. Go grab Invocation from deck to hand. Then they're going to go battle phase, Makaba, attack Omen, Dino-Miscus, Makaba negate. And then, can you hear those birds? Like, these birds just won't shut up. And then they're going to go damage, drop Alistair, and then boom, that's game. So now moving on to game 3, we are going to go ahead and see the Tri-Brigade Zoo deck decide to go first and look at the opening hands. We have Ash, Lancia, Judgment, Pankratops, Desires. So far not doing anything. And they have, Lancia buddies. And then Cosmic, Alistair, Driver. And then Phantasm. So this isn't bad. They're just going to go ahead and just... You gotta click main phase. Like, so annoying. But, let's see, they drew... Yeah, a judge would rule in your favor here because it took 15 seconds. But, to be fair, you should just be clicking main phase. I think it's rather simple to click main phase. In draw phase, in standby. What? That was so dumb. I feel like making him put it back and then just to tell him it's okay is kind of wild. I guess they were looking at logs and they were like, oh, if I call a judge over this, I'm not winning this. But draw into Desires and Revolt, so they're just not playing still. Looking at the banishes, we can see that they've lost some zoo cards there, some Tri-Brigades. Then they're going to go ahead and set pass, and then draw into a punishment. They're going to go normal summon Alistair effect, go grab Invocation from the deck to hand, link away for Amirage, and then link away for Secure Gardener. Activate Invocation, chain the Lancia, and then they can't fusion. They're going to chain Cosmic to that to hit Judgment. And then battle phase, go ahead and poke for 1,000. And then set punishment, pass, draw Desires. So much Desires. And then they're just going to activate Desires. It's going to banish 10. Again. Let's see, this time they drew and instantly did it. Yeah, see, now this time you could get, if they called a judge, you wouldn't win. It's overly simple to go to main phase. Like, it's you wanna know how hard it is? Look, my turn, main phase. Draw Kuraz and Lancia, and then special summon out Pankratops, battle phase, go ahead and poke the Secure, no damage because of that. Draw Nadir Servant, that'll be matched by Ash Blossom. And then pass, draw Nerval. So that's not bad at all. Get rid of Nerval for Kuraz, and then Nerval effect, that's going to go add Kit from deck to hand, and then normal summon Kit, get rid of it, it's going to go for Amirage, and then on special summon they're going to go ahead and drop Phantasm. So, feel like they're going to keep Amirage effect here just to help play around like a punishment, because they could chain it to make it so that way this just draws one. Yeah, they're going to draw Alistair Meltdown, and then go ahead and put back Driver, Kit, go dump Kuraz. And then they're going to go punishment, target Kuraz, and then Amirage effect to protect, sending Ash Blossom still. And then they're going to drop Lancia. Yeah, that felt really weird. Completely forgot Amirage effect. Ah, okay. Alright, that makes more sense. And then they're going to poke. You know, mistakes happen. I say it all the time. I make mistakes when commentating. I make mistakes when recording. The best players you can think of make mistakes. Like last LCS, Jesse Cotton threw a match. Like, literally one of the best players through the game. Like, it happens. I really dislike it when people are like, oh, they misplayed, so I'm not going to watch. It's like, if I go over your replay, you probably misplay a lot too. Like, it happens, you know. They're going to end phase, Ashe, bring out Ecclesia effect, go grab Maximus from deck to hand, pass, draw Alistair, and then standby. They could just let the Lancia go Burr here, just to, like, stop Maximus. Okay, so they're going to go Meltdown, and then that's going to go ahead, set Lul, whatever. Oh, they already went through all the Alistairs. They drew one for turn. Fair enough. That sucks. Alistair's not doing much this turn, though, anyhow. They're going to go grab Invocation, switch to attack, and then Battle Phase, go ahead and beat over. So they want to save the Lancia. I guess that's fair. The Pankratops could have beat the Maximus anyhow. So they're not going to use Revolt. Yeah, it looked like they wanted to use it there because like they flipped it, but then they decided not to. And then pass, draw Solemn Strike for turn. So they know the whole hand. They know Maximus, Invocation, and if they didn't grab Alistair off a Meltdown, it means that they drew it for turn. They're going to go ahead, beat over Ecclesia, set Strike, pass. Could they not have just used this and then go for game? Because Revolt, summon, and then get rid of those for Omen. Omen effect, Nerval effect. Go grab a Tri-Brigade. A normal summon Tri-Brigade. Banish. Summon out Omen. I feel like there's got to be a lot of different ways to go for game there, right? And like you already know the entire hand. It's not like they're playing two Alistair, right? Like you can't be like, at that point you got to realize like, oh, you know, they have Alistair, Maximus, Invocation in hand. I feel like that was a misplay. Maybe I'm wrong and they just didn't have a way for game there, but I feel like they had to have, right? Like I'm not dumb, right? Right? I don't know. They draw Ashe. And then they're going to go Invocation, Chain Lancia, and then they should still be making Makaba here. You have Alistair and Maximus in hand, so you can Makaba. If you knew there was Alistair there last turn, why didn't you just Revolt, Omen, Banish, Nerval, Search, Normal, Effect, Banish, Summon, Burr? Pankratops beat over Alistair, 16. Fractal Poke, 19, 35. Omen, 95. So they're going to go ahead and summon out Makaba. And then pass, draw Harpies. Then they're going to go ahead and activate Revolt. And that's going to summon out Omen. They're just submitting defeat here. GG's. Oh, they didn't say GG's. Gotta hate to see that. But I feel like there's definitely a few misplays. Like Amirage effect, Target Phantasme. Again, I'm like 99.99% sure they could have just gone for game there. Oh, wait, you know what? They might just not have anything in deck. I might just be wrong. So that's 1, 2, 3 Fractal, 1 kit, 2 kit. No, there should still be a kit in deck, and then you could kit, and then like the damage I had, just take 1200 off, and that's still like 81, right? I'm fairly certain. I don't feel like doing the math for it, but I'm pretty sure it was game. And they could have also done like different routes too if they wanted to, but yeah. Yeah, I'm 99% sure they had game, especially because like they knew the hand. But if you see, the match was almost an hour long. That's a pretty long match. Not gonna lie. But that was definitely some misplays in that. Hopefully you learn from the misplays. Maybe if I messed up, you can comment down below and tell me how I could improve. I always enjoy that. People think that like I don't like that. I know I'm not perfect at the game, so I like getting help from the comment section because that makes me better as a player, which will in the future make my results be better. So I'm A-okay with it. If you want to comment something, be like, hey, this could have done that, they could have done this, why'd they do this, why'd you say that, 100% down for that. Or you could be like, oh, they accidentally cheated here because of this ruling, and it's like, oh, yeah. As long as you don't say it in like a really rude way, like, oh, DB Grinder, you suck, you should have caught this. And then I don't really care, because also, like, me not catching stuff, you gotta realize, like, this may be like a YouTube video to you from like the DB Grinder, but like I'm just Austin, I'm chilling here. I mean, honestly, if I stood on my chair and jumped as far as I could, I would be on my bed. It's like, I'm just chilling, I'm just in my room, big chilling. I ain't really got much more to say, but with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.